Welcome back to Calgary, Canada for the 2018 IPF Classic Powerlifting World Championships. We're here this afternoon for the Masters 120 and 120 plus, and we're just about to get underway in about 20 seconds time. Just a quick shout out to some of these great sponsors, Alico, that have stood behind the IPF and these competitions for such a long time. Quality equipment, calibrated. You know when you're lifting on Alico plates and Alico bar, you know you are lifting what it says it is. SBD, of course, has stood behind these championships for so long. And we are getting started here. We're underway with the 120 to 120 pluses. Harusha Shioya from Japan looking to open his squat at 180 kilograms. Nice, easy opener for this gentleman. Probably one of the nicest guys in the competition you'll ever meet. Opening squat, always the toughest. Probably the hardest lift of the day. Gets down nice and deep, probably a little too deep there, and gets out of line, but stands it back up. Muscles his way through for 3 white lights. And it's a good lift. Next lifter, Natraj Subramanya from India wants to open at 190 kilograms. 190 should be a pretty conventional conservative opening lift for him. Hit 212 a couple of years ago, and he's been consistent around those 200 numbers for a while now. The Indian team with quite a big representation this year. And the IPF just continually growing and growing. Gets down deep, makes that look easy. Got a little bit offline there, but the weight was light enough for him to muscle through and gets the 3 white lights. And don't forget, if you are computer savvy, we've got 2 platforms of action here this afternoon, and you can stream both those on the live stream brought to you by the IPF and the Viva Media crew, who are doing an absolutely fantastic job this week. Darren Graville from Great Britain wants 215 to open his campaign. Squat at 230 in the European Masters this year. Great control in that squat there. Gets down nice and deep and gets 2 white lights, which is enough to go on the board. Marcel Lenzler from Germany, he wants 215 as well, so his bar is loaded. Also competed at the European Masters Powerlifting Championship in March with a 225 squat. And the big boys have come out to play this afternoon. Very smooth and controlled through that squat. Just taking his time to get it right. And he gets the 3 white lights. Ryan Stills, the big man, 255 kilograms to open his campaign. Weighed in at 118.3. Looking for 255. Got a big history of national and international events. Finished 3rd last year in the World Championships. Finished 1st in 2016 World Championships. Squat of 297.5 in the US APL Nationals last year. And makes that opening squat look so easy. 3 white lights. Antti Vihola from Finland looking for 260. Competes in all 3 lefts and bench press only championships. Squatted 260 at the European Masters this year. Opening at 260. Just taking his time there. Wants to get that bar pulled in as tightly to his shoulders as he can. Minimize the movement as much as possible. Plenty of depth. Stands it up, racks it up against the 3 white lights. Eric Bonin from France wants 260 as well. 120 plus, weighed in at 133. Probably the lightest in his weight class. With Grochin weighing in at 178. He wants a 260 to open his campaign. Gets down deep. Bit of a groan on the way up there. He gets 2 white lights, just a side referee, so he might not have been low enough on one side, but 2's enough. Pavel Zemsak from Czechia, 267 kilograms.
Come on, Brandon. Lightweight, light open.
And his bar's loaded for 267.5. Just getting the racks in the right place.
Dennis, does he get a new clock, Dennis? Yep.
And the bar is loaded for the big man from Czechia. And he looks ferocious. A little bit of work for the middle, but he takes 267 for a ride, and he gets the 3 white lights. Colin Puller from Canada wants 270.
255. On the bar. Loaded for Colin Puller.
Won the Canadian Powerlifting National Championships earlier this year with a 287.5 squat. Came 3rd in the World Championships last year, 4th in 2016 in the World Championships. Very good control. Weighed in today right on the dot at 120. And 3 white lights. Our next lifter, looking for 280 kilograms, Hassan Kayek. Wants 280 kilograms. And his bar is loaded.
World champion Hassan Kayek from Lebanon. 280 kilos for Hassan.
And he looks serious. He means business today. Stands it back up, looks good from here, and the referee's agreeing his 3 white lights. Jamie Garochin from the US of A. He wants 290 kilos, the big 178 kilogram giant from the USA. Watch him walk past the spotters. This guy is an absolute monster.
Just a little guy from Alaska. He's a tiny little guy.
Here he comes,
The bar's loaded for Jamie Grosjean.
the lumberjack.
You ever watch that show, Ice Road Truckers? He lives on that street. Ice Road Truckers.
290 kilograms.
Loaded for Danielle Pauly.
Just warming up.
Switzerland.
Making 290 look like a warm-up. Just didn't get deep enough. USA coach going to go and have a chat, but changed his mind. Josh Simpson from Canada. He wants 290 as well.
Danielle Pauly.
Well away from his PB of 317 kilograms.
White lights. Bar is loaded for John.
Another big man, 143 kilograms. Taking the 290 on the Alico for a ride. You know it's a big weight when you see an Alico bar start to flex.
Bars loaded for Karel Rana, Czech Republic, 270 kilos.
Gets the call. Sinks it in, stands up easily.
Josh Simpson.
And the referees say 3 white lights. He's got the popcorn. Jason Mike from the USA, he wants 295.
Bar is loaded for Jason.
Personal trainer from the US.
Is good on platform.
Pretty sure if he tells you to do push-ups, you're going to do push-ups.
Has 650 pounds.
That's one personal trainer I am not going to argue with.
Jason Mike from the USA, wearing the Titan singlet and the SBDD sleeve.
Here he goes, taking 295 for a ride. Ooh, got himself a little bit offline there, but big smiles at the top. He knows he's got this one. 3 white lights. Wasn't the cleanest at squats, but he got the job done. Now we'll come around for our second attempt.
Bars loaded on platform 2 for Cesar Khalil.
Hiroshi Shioa from Japan. Looking for 190. And just give you an indication of the strength of some of these guys. The 120 class, the world record for the 120s is about 50 kilos more than for the 120 pluses. So these guys are super strong. In an easy 180 opener, now looking for 190. Had the privilege of meeting him at the World Championships last year. Probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Having to work through this one, but stands up and he gets the 3 white lights. Just having a quick look at some of the numbers put in for the second attempts there. We might get the opportunity to see a crack at a world record squat here today. Nathraj Subramanya from India, he wants 205. He is the lightest of the 120s, weighing in at 105.1. So it's just 10 grams above being a 105. Gets it back to the top. And he's got the 3 white lights. Darren Graville looking for 230 kilograms. Over 215, now looking at 230. .230 was his squat, the European Championships. Big squat, but not enough to take a win. Competed at the British Masters last year, squatted 232 and a half. 230, be a good choice for a second lift.
Lift is good on 2 with Norway. Bars loaded on 2 for Akihiro Takazawa.
He's taking his time. Got control all the way through. Very, very nice lift technically. And gets 3 white lights. Marcel Wenzler from Germany looking for 230 kilograms. Squatted 225 at the Masters this year. He's got a PB of 225. So 230 is going to be a personal best for him. So a tough lift on a second run at the World Championships. Having to work, gets a little bit offline there. Gets it back to the top. Was it deep enough? And it was. He gets 3 white lights. It doesn't leave himself much wiggle room for his third. Eric Bonham from France wants 270. Hit 262 and a half at the World Championships last year, a year ago. 270 is going to be a tough second lift. Well, let's see what he's got. Sinks it fast, uses the bounce out for the momentum, and what do the referees say? That's a 3 white light lift. Ryan Stills, 275 kilograms.
Ryan Stills, USA on 1. Loaded on 2. 250. Loaded on 1. Stills.
Ryan Stills, the bar is loaded. 275, quite within reason. He squatted 297 before, just last year at the USAPL Nationals. So 275 shouldn't pose too much of a problem for him. Makes it look easy. And the big man looks at the bar and it squats itself, doesn't quite get low enough. And the US coach is going to have a little bit of a chat to the jury about this one. Antti Vehola from Finland wants 280. 280 kilos, taking a 20 kilo jump there. Gets in low. A little bit of movement through the hips there, but he managed to regather. Gets 2 white lights, that's enough. It's the head ref there just suggesting maybe he wasn't deep enough. Colin Pollard from Canada wants 282.5. Open at 270, so fairly conservative jump to 282.5.
Canada on 1, Colin Pollard, 282.5.
287 at the Nationals this year, so 282.5. quite within reason for a second lift, and probably a good choice. Over on platform 1, we got the 105s and the 93s going. Platform 2, we got the 95s and the 105s. Gets it back up. Let's see what the referees say. 3 white lights. You can stream both these platforms, platform 2 and platform 1, 93 and 105s in platform 2, 120s and 120 plus on platform 1. And Pavel Demsak from Czechia looking for 282 and a half and looking determined. Gives it a bit of work through the middle, but what you'd expect for a second lift. Hassan Kayik from Lebanon looking for 285. Got a PB of 300 kilograms. 30 years lifting. He's a gym manager. I imagine everyone trains very hard in his gym. Whoa, having a bit of trouble with that one. Pushed his hips forward. The bar just got out of control. Just gets away from him there. Juror just having a chat to him about trying to stay under that bar. As much as the athlete's safety is important, the safety of our spotters is just as important. And that's nearly 300 kilos getting dropped. The next lifty, Jamie Grochan from the US of A, looking to redeem himself at 290 kilograms.
All right, Lebanon has received an official warning from the jury table for deserting the bar.
So Lebanon there, that we saw the jury just having a chat to the athlete about staying under the bar. And Lebanon, the team, has just received an official warning in regards to stepping out from under the bar and putting the spotters at risk. 290 kilograms going on the bar for Jamie Grochan. Just 12 and a half kilos under his personal best. He hit a 302.5 at the Arnold's this year. That was in March. I think if he looks at the bar and tells it to squat, it will squat itself. The big lumberjack.
Come on, Jamie. He hails from Alaska, USA. Plus loaded Corral. Czech Republic number 2.
The giant making 290. Looked like a warm-up. 3 white lights, and the USA coach giving a bit of a fist pump there. He's pretty happy with that. Josh Simpson looking for 310 kilograms. The 310 is equal to his best lift of the Nationals this year, where he finished in first place. Only new to the M1 category, was competing the Opens in 2015. 41 years of age.
There it is.
Looking for 310. Stands up easily. He gets 3 white lights. Our next lifter, Jason Mike from the USA, he wants 317. Is he setting himself up to take a crack at the world record?
700 pounds.
317.5 kilograms. This is an absolutely massive number.
Jason Mike, 317 and a half or 7.
Head referee just saying to move the bar into the center. He hit 317.5 last year at the USAPL Nationals. Finished first in the Masters at the Nationals and finished 4th in the Opens. Again, only new to the Masters category. Nearly got out of line there, just dipping that head forward a bit too much. But he gets 3 white lights and the job is done. All right, we're coming out for our 3rd attempts now. We've got Haruhisa from Japan. He wants 200 kilograms.
Here goes Kelly on 2.
This will be a comp PB. Hit 190 at the Oceanas last year, and he wants 200 today.
Which is good for Kelly on.
Come on, big man, let's get that 200. Just not quite, couldn't quite get to the hole. But absolute credit there for staying under that bar and pushing it to the top to help the spotters out. And we've just had a look. Jason Mike has put in a 330 for his 3rd attempt to go for the world record. Nataraj Subramanya from India wanting 220 kilograms. Here we go. Chief referee Denis Denisov from my favorite city, my home city of Minsk. Here we go, 220 kilograms. Well, let's take it for a spin. Gonna work, but he gets it back to the top. And the referees say 3 white lights. Marcel Benzler from Germany looking for 235 for a competition best. Previous PB of 225. So he's going to smash this by 10 kilograms. 44 years of age, only been competing for 1 year. Hit the European Masters this year. I'm sure he's been lifting for a lot longer. Here we go. 235 for a competition personal best. Control, just not quite enough to get it up the top. A little disappointed in himself, but certainly put in a big effort there. Darren Grenville from Great Britain. He wants 240. He wants 240 for a competition PB as well. Hit 230 in the European Masters. These Alico bars, the tensile steel, the stiffness is incredible. So if these things are bending, there's a lot of weight on it. 240 kilograms, 529 pound. Working through it, gets it to the top. Gets the 3 white lights and he's happy with that. Eric Bonham from France. He wants 275. Again for a competition personal best. Previously 262.5 in the World Champions last year where he finished 4th. Now he wants 275. Squatting beltless. Don't often see that in this weight category. There we go, he's standing back up. Stands up. And the referees say 2 white light. He gets through the fight and gets a good lift. Hassan Clerk from Lebanon failed his 285 and actually got an official warning about deserting the bar. This is going to be a tough lift. Remember, the safety of our lifters is super important, but so is the safety of our spotters and our referees. Just fixing his knee sleeves there. Has to step off the platform. The only thing he's allowed to adjust on the platform is his belt. Up. 285 kilograms. Looks a lot better. Let's see if he got down low enough. And he did. He gets 2 white lights. Ryan Stills for the USFA. He wants 285 as well. He missed his 275. Has jumped up an extra 10 kilograms to 285. Now he's squatted well above 285 in the past. Just having a good look at the bar, making sure he scares it into submission. Here we go. 285 kilograms. Look at that, stands it up easily. Wearing that Super USA Titan suit, looking fantastic they are. Antti Vahola from Finland, he wants 287.5. This should be, if I recall correctly, a personal best for him. Having not squatted in the 280s previous to this competition. $287.5. Gets back to the top. Gets 2 white lights, that's enough. And that'll slip him into the gold medal for the squat at the moment, with a few lifts to come. And depending on Puller and Damask, he might go away with the gold. Colin Puller for 290. This will slip him into the gold medal position for the squat. squat at 287.5 at the Nationals earlier this year. Trying to add a couple of kilos to that. Gets to the bottom, he's going to have to work through it. He gets back to the top. It looks solid. Let's see what they say. 3 white lights. Puts him into the gold medal. But the big man from Czechia is coming out now. He wants 290 as well. Weighs a little bit less than Puller. And that'll slide him into the gold medal position. Probably the most determined I've seen him look in all 3 lifts. Wow, 290 kilograms. He's going to have to work for it. Gets himself great work from the spotters there, just holding back. And he gets 2 white lights. And that'll slide him in for the gold medal in squats. 120 pluses. Jamie Grotjan from US of A wants 310. Currently in bronze position. Depending on what happens with Simpson and Mike, might end up a little bit higher up the rankings. Here comes Jamie Grotjan, the lumberjack, 310 kilograms. Making everyone on that platform look small. Gets down deep and is working through it, gets to the top. Looks good, and he gets the 3 white lights. Now Josh Simpson from Canada. He wants 320. So Grotjan has the bronze medal. Simpson has the silver medal. This lift will slide him into the gold medal position for squat, and it'll come down to Jason Mike. Josh Simpson, 320 kilograms. Taking a good look at the bar. Gonna have to take the fight, couldn't quite get there. Good work from the spotters. Could not quite get there. And we have a world record total attempt. 330 kilo squat. Incorrect, sorry. It should be a 330 record attempt for a squat. They flashed the wrong record on the board. World record attempt for 330 kilos for a Masters world record. We are only in the squat session. We've already got a world record. Here we go. Jason Mike's taking 330 for a spin. 330 kilograms, 727.5 pound. Looks better than any of his other lifts. Let's wait and see what the referees say. 3 white lights. That was his best of all 3 squats. Wow. He is going to be tough to beat today. That is the end of our squats. We're going to take a 20-minute break.
Just before we do, six-pack lap at here, me and Superman David Ricks heard the commotion, came over. What a phenomenal world record there.
And that was not only a phenomenal world record, that was the best of his all 3 lifts. His other 2 lifts got the job done. Probably the ugliest squats I've seen all
Really?
day.
Yeah.
That one actually looked good.
Listen, when Superman David Ricks grabs his chest and said, "Oh, goodness gracious," you got the seal of approval there, Jason Mike. Well played.
330 kilos. Well done. We'll be back in 20 minutes. Put the big men through the bench press. Welcome back to the World Powerlifting Championships in Calgary, Canada, brought to you by IPF, Elico, SBD. We have the action on two platforms this afternoon. We've got the 105s and the 93s on platform 2, the 120s and the 120 pluses on platform 1. And for this bench press session, I am joined by the one and only Piotr. Welcome to the commentary box.
Thank you. Glad to be here again.
All right, we're kicking off the bench press here. Arahisa Shioa from Japan looking at 120 kilograms. We benefit by the extensive experience and knowledge of both Piotr here. Referee, lifter, big part of the IPF and the EC. I'm sure he can tell us a little bit about what he does.
Yeah, well, I'm the athlete speaker. I represent the athletes. But let's have a look at this lift, the opening lift of the Japanese guy.
It's a good choice for an opening lift, not too much of a struggle.
Looked easy enough, yeah. Nothing wrong with that one. And like I said, athlete speaker, I'm a lifter, lift equipped, lift raw, still lifting.
Well, you're still so young, Piotr.
Yeah, I know.
Nataraj Subramanya from India wants 140 kilograms to open his campaign. So you're an international referee as well, yes?
Yes, yeah, Cat 2. I was chief referee yesterday and the session with the 47, 52, 57 ladies, Master 1.
That was a fantastic session too.
That was great. Oh, this guy's shaking a little bit.
No trouble pushing that back up though.
No problem at all. But
3 white lights.
he let go of the bar at the end by putting it back, so that's not. Wouldn't advise him to do that. But it looked really easy. Good opener as well.
Marcel Benzler from Germany, he wants 145.
There's some really strong lifters in this class. Strong bench pressers.
Yeah, so Marcel, I mean, he's 155 for a personal best. So this is a good conservative opening lift.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, and if it goes easy enough, he should be able to PB, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Going to take his time with that setup. I mean, you're a competitive bench presser. Take us through the setup when you're getting ready for that first lift.
Well, it's for everyone different. Let's see.
Sinks it down into his chest.
That was easy enough. He might have a chance for a PE. Well, the setup for everyone's different. Most important thing is, of course, get your shoulders good into the bench. If you've got an arch, you have to set your arch up properly. Take your time to lay down properly, because if you're not laying stable enough on the bench with the heavy weights, it's not going to work. And squeeze the bar as hard as possible. And that's a real important thing with bench press. Just to squeeze the bar, you get so much tension bringing it down. The upward movement is a lot easier.
Darren Gravel from Great Britain looking at 155. Yeah, I mean, a minute to set up from the people who aren't used to powerlifting or new to powerlifting, a minute doesn't seem like a very long time. But when you're out there setting up, a minute's plenty of time to set.
Yeah, it's definitely certainly your time. And how easy was this opener?
Yeah, that was an easy opening lift, wasn't it? 155.
Yeah. No, you got. I don't know what I got the yellow card for. Could have been the bum or the feet.
Yeah, he might have just had a bit of movement off the bench there.
Yeah, or maybe a bit quick on the signals. But it was hard to see. Referee would have seen something, so.
Yeah, I mean, we sit down a bit lower. The referees have the bird's eye, the perfect position to be in.
So
Colin Puller.
And everybody sees something different, so it's good as 3 referees.
And that's why we have the 3 referees. Colin Puller, 185.
He looks focused. See how he's pushing his shoulders into the bench?
Getting them in nice and deep and tight. Getting up as high as he can on those. Good controlled lift.
That should be right, but yeah, 3 white lights,
3
easy enough opener.
whites. Hassan Kaik from Lebanon, looking at 190. Had a bit of a rough trot in the squats. Deserted the bar in his second. Got himself a warning.
Let's hope it goes better with the bench. Well, his PB is 200, so it's not opening 500, 10 kilos.
Yeah, it's interesting to make your choices for your opening bench press. I mean, from a coach's perspective, as a coach, I always try and be a little bit conservative. It's important to get that number on the board.
Definitely, you can always make a bigger jump then.
Boys looking for Morocco. Morocco.
Yeah, it wasn't too much trouble for him.
That looked easy enough.
And he gets the 3 white lights.
Well, this looked easy enough. So, but yeah, I'd especially do that raw. Be a bit conservative. Make sure you be able to open it. It's different than equip lifting, because with equip lifting, you might need the weight to be able to get down. So, yeah, with raw, there should actually be no reason to bomb on the bench. But it can always happen. You can have a bad day.
Yeah, we've seen it too many times this week. You know, great lifters missing all 3 lifts.
Yeah, but it does happen. It's happened to me too, and there's no excuse for it. But
yeah, it doesn't matter how experienced you are, does it?
It doesn't matter. It can always happen. Well, let's see what he do.
Ryan Stills, 192 and a half. A little bit tougher than you'd want for an opening lift, but no problems.
No problem. He got.
Gets one red light.
Yeah, that could have. That's sort of like a downward movement. I didn't see that, so I think it would have to be the lockout, like soft elbows at the end or at the start. But the head referee, that's why he gave the blue card.
Antti Vehola from Finland wants 200. So he has hit 212 before in a bench competition, and 202 in the European Masters this year.
Come on, Brandon.
So he's not opening much under there. Takes it out himself. Big weight to take out himself.
That's a huge weight to unrack yourself, isn't it?
It looks good. See what the referee say.
Yeah, it probably wasn't the cleanest of lifts for an opening lift, but certainly no problems.
Yeah, had no problems with it. But always, sometimes the first lift is a bit daunting as well, because you want to get on the board. So it brings a bit of extra tension with it. And
yeah, I think the first lift in every session is probably one of the most daunting, isn't it?
Yeah. Once you get that in, you go, yes, I'm on the board. Let's focus on the second and third.
Eric Bonin from France wants 205.
There's some big benches coming up.
You're going to see some big numbers and probably a world record attempt by Jason Mike as well, I'd say so.
That seemed good as well.
Three white lights. Yeah. What is the current world record for 120 pluses?
120 plus is 255. Yeah. Jason Mike had 260 on the board as opener. He's lowered it to 240, so that might be a smart choice. Play it safe and then attack the world record later.
Yeah, I think it's a smart move. You know, put a number on the board. You know you're going to hit.
I mean, he's way in front if you look at the prognosis. So why would you take that risk? So yeah, good choice.
I mean, if you look at the predicted outcome, I mean, he is a long way in front and probably out of reach for anyone.
Yeah.
Going to do something silly and risk that. Pavel from Czechia wants 212.5.
Yeah, he had to replace the bar, but he's starting. The referee said replace. His elbows weren't locked.
Yeah, so just reminding the viewers at home, the elbow position on a bench press has to be locked out at the top.
Yeah, and both side referees didn't give the start signal. So the head referee, chief referee, said replace the bar and wanted to explain what he's doing, except the lifter mistook it for start, but he definitely said replace.
The referees have been absolutely fantastic over this last week. Always explaining to the athletes what they want, what's wrong. And they're always happy to tell you what they gave you a card for.
Well, the thing is, the referees are also there for the athletes. I'm an athlete myself, and I respect the choice from the referee. Sometimes, you don't agree as athlete with the choice, but that's because it's going against you. But we're all human. Sometimes we can make a mistake. I make mistakes too. But we're there for the athlete, and if the lift is good, you give white. We're not looking to give a red card. None of these referees are looking to give a red card. But yeah, there's rules, and everybody has to abide by them. And
I think that's one of the greatest things in powerlifting is the relationship between referees and athletes. I mean, these guys sitting in these ref chairs want to see you succeed.
Yeah,
they want to see you win. They want to see you take break records. Josh Simpson looking at 220 kilograms.
That's a big opener.
That is a monster of a lift.
Yeah. He's got a big chest. You can see that. You can see where that 220 is coming from. Something's not right. Loading, it looks. He's going back off the platform. That's what happens.
He'll get a clock restart.
They restart the clock.
Just getting the rack heights right for him. It looks like a big opener, but he's got a bench press from the powerlifting championships here, the nationals here in Canada in February of 237.5.
No, this should be an easy opener, but you never know.
And that's it. You never know on the day. You have a bad
day.
How the
warm-up is going, like you said, Mike, he's lowered his weight, so he might not be feeling it out the back.
Nutrition's a bit low, hydration's a bit low.
Well, let's see how this one goes. That looked easy enough.
It looks pretty solid. Gets one red light there, but two's enough to go on the board.
The referee's pointing to the head. That's what I thought it would have been, because that's what the referee can see best, the feet or the head. For the chief referee, it's harder to see the bump. Sometimes you can see that leaves the bench, but that's harder. But you can see the head and the feet. So, and the head chief referee pointed to the head. So also the coach knows what went wrong, so they can take that in consideration.
Yeah, they can take the back out the back, rectify the problem. Yeah. Jamie Grotchen, the lumberjack from US of A, 225 kilograms. Is the bench even big enough for him?
This is a big guy.
An absolute monster from Alaska. And makes that look easy.
He took that for a ride. That was so easy.
Was there actually 225 on that bar, or was that a 60?
Yeah, that's how I bench 70, I think. Not even that fast.
He is an absolute unit, isn't he?
Yeah,
and Jason Mike is coming out for 240. He originally had 260 in an opener to crack the world record, and 260 is actually his bench press PB. He's playing a smart game here, dropping to 240 for an opener. Just ignite the neural pathways a little bit.
I saw this guy bench. I was TC in Minsk, and I was watching this guy bench. He's got a massive bench, really, really strong.
We could see a stab at the world record if this one goes well. And that one went exceptionally well.
That was easy enough, yes. So
I'm feeling exceptionally weak watching this.
He's on the board, so I wonder if he's going to go for the world record straight away the next attempt. It's 255.
Yeah, and that's a really smart choice for an opener. Yeah. He's in a really good position to win the world championships. And to do that, he has to register a lift in each discipline. Be smart, take an easy opening lift, and then have you play with the world record.
Now we're going back to 212 because the Czech lifter Demchak.
So he's got a relift, has he?
He got a relift, yeah. There was miscommunication, and the jury said, all right, we'll give him a relift.
And that just demonstrates how much the referees want these guys to succeed. We've got to remember that we've got how many different nations competing this weekend. And English isn't everyone's first language. Some of the guys don't even speak English.
Yeah, that's it. And that was easy enough. He got 3 wide lights.
He got 3 wide lights, and he's back in the game.
Yeah, and we're going to start the second round now. The Japanese guy again. He had a really easy opener on the 120, so I say 130 should be comfortable enough.
Yeah, he had a good opening lift. 130 shouldn't be too tough for him.
That should be within reach. So it was a good choice for a second attempt, seeing how the 120 went. Yeah,
so he hit 130 last year at the World Championships in Minsk. So.
All right, well, if he gets this,
so he'll be able to go over that. Yeah, he's had a year to improve.
And also see, once again, pushing his shoulders into the bench, getting his setup right.
Yeah, technique is just so important
Squeezing
in
the
the bench
bar,
press.
taking breath.
Having to give it a bit of a
Yeah, you
work.
had to work on that, but I think it's good. But let's see what the referees say.
Yeah, he gets the
three
three white lights.
Yeah.
As long as the bar comes up and doesn't go down, it doesn't have to be
Look,
even.
I didn't see a downward movement, but it's sometimes what I don't see, another one referee can see. And like that's coming back to it. That's why it's so good. There's 3 of them, and there's even a jury. So
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've got 3 referees on each platform. We've got the jury as well. Coaches are allowed to approach the jury if they want to dispute.
and the way I look at it is a really experienced jury, so they know what they're doing.
Oh, look at that!
I think
jury.
they have
Look at
that
that! Look
every
at that
session.
jury. You've got so much experience there. Nataraj Subramanya from India. He wants 150.
That looks good.
Yeah, I do see what you mean by the way he just lets go of that bar as he racks it
And
there.
that nearly went wrong the first time.
It's a bit of a
It's
lot
a
of
risk.
trust in the spotter there.
Yeah. So I wouldn't do it, but each to their own, of course.
Marcel Benzler from Germany. He wants 155, which is equal to his PB.
Yeah, well, we've had it about that before. His opener was good. So, like I said, he should be able to PB today, and he's going for an equal PB, and if he gets this, he gets a 3rd attempt to do it.
Fantastic to see him here. I actually think I think this is his first time at a world event. So he competed in the European Masters this year.
So it's his first time. A lot of extra nerves for that coming with it.
Yeah, the world stage is a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's
that looked
handling it
easy
well.
enough. Did he wait for the reg signal?
3
The referee
whites.
said yes. Perfect.
He's handling this first time on the world stage very well.
Well, we haven't had a mislift yet, so let's keep this going, guys.
Looking fantastic. Darren Gravel from Great Britain, he wants 167 and a half. His 155 looked great.
12.5 kilo jump. That's a pretty reasonable big
Fairly,
jump.
it's a fairly decent jump on a bench press.
Yeah, especially on 155 to go to 167 percentage-wise. So he's confident he's going to get it then. Let's see what he does with it. And let's hope he gets it, of course.
Boys loaded, platform 2. Back to here at Takazawa, Japan.
Come on.
He's just not going to be able to get that one locked out.
No, it just didn't come through it. It
Might
was
have
close.
taken a bit bigger jump.
No, well,
It's not far off. I mean,
it's
he's a
not
long
far off.
way
I think
away from his PB, so not a ridiculous jump to take.
No, but I think so. The way he just lost it. Looked like it went a bit forward instead of going backwards. So he should be able to come back and hit it on his foot.
Yeah, look,
I
and
think he'll get
technique
it.
is so important on the bench press. You get off that bar path a little bit, land the bar a little bit off. The gym manager, 30 years competing, Hassan Bayek from Lebanon. Got plenty of experience under that bar. That experience can make a big difference in a world championship. Just couldn't quite get into the change over there and lock it out.
Yeah, well, that was actually strange if you compare it to his first lift. His 190 was really easy, but some bench presses are that way. Some people can grind and push through, and other people do the bench and it's got to go fast, or it's not going to go at all. And it seems that might be the case in this one. But
yeah, we'll see how it goes. He'll get another crack at that, though.
I hope he gets it the next time.
Colin Puller, 197.5.
He looks strong
enough. A few
enough.
kilos under his personal best, and his 185 looked great. So he's actually, if you look at his setup, for a big guy in the 120s, he's actually got a pretty good arch.
He does.
It's not easy to be mobile and flexible at that size.
No, he didn't make it.
Just a bit much.
He brings the bar down really slowly, trying to create a lot of tension on the bar.
Ryan
was just a bit too
Stills
much.
looking for 200 kilograms.
And he's on the prognosis to be number 1.
And yeah, look, big Jason Mike has put in a 260 for his second attempt, so it looks like he's going for that world record. Ryan Stills from the USA. Just 5 kilos under his personal best. Absolutely nailed that.
That was good. That's a nice lift.
That was a pretty good lift for a second lift.
Yeah,
He's got a bit left. He's got a bit of room to move for his third now.
Yeah, he's just making the kilos, trying to stay ahead.
Antti
Smart
Vahola,
choice.
210. Yeah, look, that's it. You got to make the smart choices. You got to think of the long game. You've got to get through more bench, and then you've got to get through all your deadlift as well. It's a long day of lifting.
The thing is, you got to try to make as much kilos in your squat, what you can on that day, as much on the bench, what you can on the day, and then see where you're at the deadlift.
Here comes Antti from Finland, 210 kilograms.
Like I said, there's a lot of people going over 200 in this class, these two classes.
Yeah, it's a tough class to bench in, isn't it?
Yeah. Big weights.
Having to work.
He's working.
Grinds it out though.
Is he going to get it?
Well, let's see what they say. They're
He
happy
got
with
it.
that.
3 white lights.
You're watching at home and you've never felt 200 kilos in your hands before. There's really only one word to describe it.
Heavy.
Heavy. There's no other way to describe it, really.
It's just heavy.
Eric Bonin from France, 210 kilograms.
And this guy's got strong wrists, no wrist wraps.
Yeah, I mean, it's unusual in this weight class and these weights to see them lift without wrist straps. Well, the wrist straps just give you that little bit extra support.
Huge hand strength, grip strength.
He's going to push it through. He's almost got, just couldn't quite get the lock there.
He would have got 1 centimetre further, he would have got it.
Just couldn't quite get there.
He'll come back out in the third and hopefully get it done.
Yeah,
would be really great.
I think he'll fix it up in his third.
Yeah. Who we got next?
There we go. Pavel from Czechia looking for 217.
Yeah, and
he did a really good job coming out for that relift.
I mean, relift. So he's had less of a break now than he would normally have.
And that can put a lot of pressure on you too, that relift as well.
It was a good choice to maybe only go up 5 kilos, because with the next attempt he's got the full 12 or 13 people that are in between.
217.5. Yeah, I think that's a really smart decision, just a 2.5 there. A little 5 kilo jump there.
Loaded for Ruben, Norway. Platform 2. Olsen, chief referee.
Gets a good press command there.
Yeah, that was good.
Stopped the bar super fast. That was a good lift.
Yeah, 3 wide lights again, so
he's bounced back really well from that relift. It's good to see. Josh Simpson looking for 230 kilograms. The weights are getting massive now. $230 kilograms.
That's the guy with the big chest.
This will give him a solid bronze medal in the bench, depending on what happens with Rochin and Mike. Who knows? Having to work. Wow, actually,
I took it over.
He got a little bit of work of the chest, but it flew up after that.
Yeah, it looked like he lost a little bit with the line, and then in my eye, he lost the line and corrected it again.
Looks like he found
and just pushed it through like it was so easy.
And he did. We've got the advantage of a slow motion replay here, and you can actually see it come off line and then reline it, and it flew up.
Yeah, it flew up. So if he holds the line on the next one, see what he can do.
Rochin looking for 240 kilograms.
This guy is really big.
You'd think coming into a competition at 240 for a bench, you're in with a shot for a gold. Then the other guy puts 260.
On the bar.
He is just enormous. Absolutely nails 240.
That's 242. That's just so easy. What's his
I think
next
I'm going to retire from bench pressing now.
Yeah, me too.
Jason Mike is coming out for a world record.
It was a world record attempt.
At 260 kilograms.
I think it's his own world record at 255, and he did it at Minsk last year. Could you check that?
Let's see if we can find some data on that.
World record attempt on platform one. The bar is loaded. 500.
It is his world record, 255. He did set it in Minsk last year. See, this is why you're here. You're a wealth of information.
Well, thank you. But
So he's breaking his
glad
own
I
world
could-
record.
I can remember that. But let's see. I hope he really gets this. It'll be really good for the sport too.
Oh,
Absolutely
how
nailed
easy
it.
was that for a world record?
And
You'd think with a world record he might at least pretend to grind it a little bit.
I think he even, could you check that? He tried, I don't know if you can see it, but I believe he tried an attempt at the World Record Open last year, just missing it.
Wow.
So I think, what's the Open World Record is 280. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's wait and
He
see what he
could do
puts
it,
in
but-
for his next. I mean, he's got 260 on the board.
Yeah.
He's well out in front of predicted totals.
Oh no,
he has
the
nothing
World
to
Open
lose.
is 290. Sorry. Oh no, 280. The single lift is 290.
Well,
Excuses.
He's
getting
in a
bit
good
confused.
position numbers-wise if he wants to have a crack at it because his predicted total is pretty much untouchable.
And how is 261? Yes, he's going for it. 281.
He is going for
Yeah.
it. All right, from Japan,
back from
Horihisa,
Japan.
135. He might not be our biggest lifter, but I'll tell you what, he is a top guy.
Oh, bit
Just
too
a
heavy on
bit
the day.
much on him there. Lost a bit of tightness at the bottom
Yeah.
and just couldn't get it moving again. But a fantastic effort on his bench press.
Yeah, he got his first two in. They were really nice. Tried to PB on his third. It's just a little bit too heavy.
And I think last year was his first World Championships.
So it's his second international.
This is his second,
meet.
so he's getting some experience. But I remember him last year running around taking photos of everything and everyone.
Well, that's the best way to learn. I did it
Absolutely.
my first years too. I didn't take photos, but I was watching everyone. What does everyone? What are they doing? What can I learn?
That's
where
right,
can
you
I
make
learn
it to a
from?
World Championships, learn from people.
Go on, watch.
Nataraj Subramanya from India wants 157.5. And he's
Push
going to
it
have to
through,
work
yep.
for it, but he does.
Yeah, I think this is a good lift.
And it is. It's
Yeah,
three
it's a
white
good-
lights.
Well, he picked his weights well there.
Very well done.
Three good
Marcel
lifts.
Benzler from Germany. He wants 160.
And this will be a PB for him.
Fantastic.
So let's hope he gets it.
I mean, coming to a
That's
World Championships is one thing. Being able to hit a personal best at a World Championships, that's even better.
Yeah, it's the best thing that can happen to you. All the training gets together and you pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, you spend so much time in preparation for these sorts of events. I mean, these guys train for years just to make it to a World Championship. It's great when it comes together.
It brings it down good. Yes.
Gets it
Got
back to the top.
I think he got it.
Yeah, he gets
And
the
he
three
gets a
white
PB.
lights.
Well, he'll
Well
be happy
done.
tonight.
It's a nice way to finish out the bench press, isn't it?
Definitely.
Darren Gravel, he wants 167 and a
'Cause
half.
that's the good thing about powerlifting. It's not just about the records. It's actually beating your own record and, fighting the iron. And every
Yeah, I mean,
PB is a great PB.
Gold
If
medals
it's
are
100
fantastic,
kilos.
but you're fighting yourself.
If it's 50 kilos PB, 100, 300, it doesn't matter. A PB is a PB.
That's right. 167.5.
The rush you get from a PB is great. Well,
He shouldn't have too much trouble with this. This is a fair way away from his best lift,
Yeah, but he
but he
missed on-
struggled on the second
I
lift.
think it was the line, the second
Let's
attempt.
see if he's fixed that up. Yeah, he
Yeah, he
has.
fixed it up. That was easy.
That was much better.
Yeah, 3 wide lights.
Much better lift against the three whites. That's what we like to see. Hassan.
See what he did? He took it backwards. Otherwise, if you go straight up, then you lose the line. And coming backwards, he
Yeah, I
pushed
mean,
it
the
out
bar
so
path on
easy.
the bench press should be a little bit backwards.
Yeah.
Hassan Koyek from Lebanon. He's starting to get better now. He's had a rough trot early, but it's starting to get better.
let's
Just
hope he
under
gets
his
this one.
PB.
See what he does. Is he coming out?
We- Not sure if he's going to come out and take this lift. He's put 195 on. He's failed on his second.
Then something might have happened in the second attempt.
Maybe
even in
a
the
reason
first,
he's not coming out.
because the first one was so easy. In the second attempt,
His 190 flew up. 195, he struggled to even move it.
So something might have happened, and I hope he didn't get injured.
It may just be, even if it's a small strain, some of your big lifters will say, you know what, I've got a number on the board.
Yeah,
I'm not going to risk it. I'll hang on for
Definitely,
the deadlift.
Yeah, if you got a strain and you're gonna with these kind of weights try to force it, you could make it a lot worse. And now you can go back home and start training maybe within a couple of weeks again.
Yeah, so he's done the right thing here too by the other guys. He's left his number on the board and run the clock down instead of scratching, so he can actually give the other guys that minute rest. So the clock's run down. We'll move on to our next lifter. Colin Puller from Canada. He wants 197.5.
The same thing. He missed this on the second.
That's right, he did too, yeah.
It wasn't like he didn't have any chance of getting it. So let's hope he gets it this time. Bit more focus.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the focus. I mean, it's just
it's
get
a
a little
mental
bit,
game as well.
get a little bit lost.
That I miss it on my second and come out and then smash it on your third. Have it over me at Nationals.
Just getting stuck there on the changeover, isn't he?
Yeah.
No lift, so he'll have to settle for 185. Ryan Stills, he wants 205.
But the good thing is they all got their first lifting. So they're all on the board. They're all.
And that's
still
right,
in there for
everyone goes into the deadlift now knowing they can put a total up.
Yeah.
Ryan Stills, 205. Absolutely nails it.
That was a great bench.
That did not look like a third lift.
Didn't at all. But
He's going to
like
have
I
a bit,
said, he's making kilos for the total.
he's going to have a bit in the tank for his deadlift now, and it's
He's making kilos.
and it's tactical as well.
Maybe if he went a bit heavy and he wouldn't have missed it, you fall back down to 200. Now he's got that 5 extra kilos on his total.
Yeah, it's always a catch-22. You go too heavy and you miss it, you fall back down 10 kilos. You be a bit more conservative and you add 5 kilos.
Yeah. It's all in the long game.
Eric Bonin, France, looking for 210.
As you can see, like in these classes, more than 8 people are pressing over 200 kilos.
It's huge, isn't it? So this should be a personal best for him by 5 kilograms.
Now let's hope he gets it. Come on, come on, come on, push it through.
And he absolutely nailed that one.
How's that?
Wow,
PB
that was
that
quick.
way. Got
Gets
one red light.
2 white lights, 1 red from the chief referee.
Yeah.
But 2 is all you need. Anita Bahola from Finland was 212.5. Some big lifts and great to see
He's
some
also going
PBs.
to make the kilos, not taking a big jump now. He's the extra 2.5 kilos. Could be a big difference for at this moment for spot 2 and 3.
And he'll
maybe
clean up.
Maybe even leave him for a chance for the gold.
And he'll clean up the silver medal for sure in the bench press.
He's got the silver medal already, I think.
He has. He's locked in the silver medal. Stills has got the bronze. And the Czech will take out the gold.
Just
can't quite get there. But his silver medal is safe in the bench press. Well, let's see.
Yeah, he looks happy enough. He realised he's got silver, so yeah. Silver medal at the World Championship.
Oh, fantastic.
Who wouldn't be happy? Yeah, I mean...
To walk away with any sort of medal from a World Championship just says how incredible it is. Pavel's looking for 222.5. He's already secured the gold medal in the bench press. But he wants to add a few kilos because Vahola in the predicted totals is dead even with him.
Oh, that'd be great for the deadlift to watch that.
That is going to come down to the deadlifts.
Yeah. Makes it so much more exciting. Right, let's hope he gets this first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
He wants to put this on the board. We'll keep him out there. But he's not going to get it to lock out.
No,
So we are going to have a
through,
fight in the deadlifts.
Yeah, we've got a big fight in the deadlifts. He's now 5 kilos behind, but he's got the lighter body weight. So he has to
Josh
make up 5
Simpson
kilos.
looking for 235. I think we're all eagerly waiting to come around to Jason Mike to see that 281 for us, another world record.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Godjon again, the 247. The way he benches, that's so massive.
The giant lumberjack from Alaska.
Don't underestimate that.
Man is huge.
Boys, loaded for Josh Simpson, 235 on the block.
Oh, this is great. We're spoiled. Oh, yeah, this is awesome.
Here we go. Josh Simpson looking for 235. On any given day, 235 would get you pretty close to a gold medal, but not today.
I will give him bronze.
It'll give him a bronze.
Nice fight.
Well done. Look at that. He gets that up, and he gets 2 white
Two
lights
lights,
enough.
And he gets an extra 5 kilos.
Rochin is next out. He wants 247 and a half. The lumberjack from Alaska.
And how his 240 went, that was so easy.
I'm pretty sure the floor shakes as he walks past. He is huge.
I think he will get this as well.
The way his 240 went up, I can't see any reason why not.
No. He's making the kilos.
He is superhuman, isn't he? Probably a bit hard to tell at home, but if you see him lying on the bench when they show the side shot, the bench is almost too small for him. He's had to work for it, but he's going to get to lockout. Let's see what the referees say.
He got
3 white lights, he gets 247 and a half.
247 and a half. That's all right.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Mike, he's going to break his own world record again and go for 281 kilograms. So this will give him the open world record.
The open
and
world
also a new Masters world record.
And the Masters single lift world records.
Wow.
281. I see when he did his 255 in Minsk last year, he also attempted a world record and only just missed it.
This is
so
fantastic.
Let's hope he gets it this time.
281. Everyone wants to see him get
this. This guy is so friendly and so nice. Like most powerlifters are, but
you know, look, and the US coaches have been amazing.
Genuine
this week.
gentleman, this guy. Let's hope he gets it. Yeah, come on.
He's going to have to work, but he's got it back to the top.
I think he got it.
There it is, the open world record, and he is so happy with that.
Well,
what an amazing...
If you tried it last year and you just missed it, and you come out this year, and the world record's already increased, and you get it. I mean,
you just saw history in the making.
Yeah.
And you know what? I mean, we knew he was going to get this. The US coaches have been so good at picking their weights. If he didn't have a chance, they wouldn't have put it on.
But the thing is also, I mean, this is a master lifter. He could and it's an open world record. And that's a good thing about powerlifting. I mean, you can do it at an older age and getting stronger and stronger. And even his total, I mean, at this moment, he would already do really well in the open class.
He's just getting stronger and stronger. He just broke the open world record, the Masters world record.
And the thing is, if he's from another country, he'd probably be competing at the open.
Yeah.
He's got Big Ray in front of him.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll be looking forward.
He's got a tough job, hasn't he? Well, we're going to take a 20-minute break, and we're going to come back and watch some of these guys battle it out on the deadlift platform.
And how exciting will that be? See you soon.
Welcome back to the 2018 IPF Classic Powerlifting World Championships 2018. And just before we kick off for the deadlifts, I'm back here again with Piotr. Plays a massive role in the IPF and EPC in regards to lifting, refereeing, athlete spokesperson as well. Tell us quickly a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm the athlete speaker in the EC. I'm an equipped lifter. I'm a raw lifter. I lift in the open, even though I'm Master 1. And I'm bonds coach, national coach from the Dutch team, juniors and seniors, and international referee. So, like, I live and breathe powerlifting.
All right.
But we're starting.
Haruhisa from Japan, looking for 200 to open off.
Here comes the Japanese lifter on one.
And he's got the roll technique. He's going to roll it towards him.
You see a few lifters doing that.
Yeah.
It's could be, if you can get the timing right, it could be a really useful technique.
Yeah, you need to work on it. Roll yourself into it.
Yeah,
Get the right position.
It's
then
certainly
take
not,
it off.
it's
That was
certainly
an
not
easy
something
lift.
you can do without practicing that one.
No, you got to do it, because if you can mistime it, and then it wouldn't work. But you see a lot of the bigger lifters do it.
Marcel Wenzler from Germany, looking for 220, 20 kilos below his best of 240.
Well, in this session, in these classes, none of them missed any of the lifts and the openers. I mean, so they're all on the board. So if everybody hits their first deadlift, they'll.
Yeah, I mean, it's really,
everybody's gonna
really
end up.
important at this stage, especially for these guys that are in your top three chasing world championships, to put that first lift on the board.
Yeah, it's so sad if you're all the way up there and then the opener's too heavy.
And we've already seen it this week with a couple of lifters come down to the deadlifts, well in front, miss all three.
Oh, that was a good lift for Marcel Benzler from Germany. So he's also in a finish. So we only got two people that finished. So
We've seen a few people lately, especially in the last probably year or so, wearing knee sleeves when they're doing the deadlift. What are your thoughts on knee sleeves on the deadlift, Piotr?
well, actually, when I'm doing my conventionals in training, I'm a swimmer deadlifter, I wear them. For me, because I've got old knees. My knees
we
are
won't hold
going to
that
turn
against you.
46 tomorrow, but I feel like 18. But
I'm sure there was a joke there for me.
2:30 on the clock. Start the clock. Boris on 2, please. Start the clock.
Darren Gravel lifts up 230 kilos like it's nothing.
it was so easy. So also he's on the board.
So do you think is there any lifting advantage wearing knee sleeves on the deadlift, or is it more of a protective factor?
Well, yeah, it could be both. I mean, it gives a little bit of support, and yeah, with the conventionals, sometimes you can feel down, or if your knees that they feel maybe a bit unstable, and it just gives a bit of support and that warmth. And for me, it's actually like, because my knees with conventional will actually hurt.
Look, you're only turning 46 tomorrow. Let's not say that's old, please.
Okay.
Nataraj Subramanya looking for 240.
And that's also a good opener. Well, all the openers we've seen so far, they were really strong. So
3 white lights. Eric Bronnen from France wants 270. Piotr, you're originally from Australia, yes?
yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I was born there. I live in the Netherlands now.
How long have you been living there for now?
Up and down. I've been my first 4 years in Australia, then 12 years, 8 years Holland, and then 13 years Australia, and now back in Holland. But yeah, I travel up and down to Australia every year. And
Eric Bonham looking for 270.
270. It's a nice opener.
That is a big opening lift.
And like he does his bench without wrist reps, he's doing his deadlift without a belt.
Yeah, we see.
This guy's
You
generally
see
strong.
occasionally, particularly in the bigger ones, not with squats, but with deadlift, with the bigger heavyweights.
Yeah.
Some of them will opt to do beltless.
Yeah, because the
Can-
belt is in the way.
Yeah, it can get a little bit difficult. You know, when you're 130, 140 kilos, the belt can make it a little bit difficult to get down to that bar properly.
Yeah, and if you're out of position, then the belt's of course not going to help you, because like with a deadlift, your start position is so important. So if you get a better start position without the belt, yes, I can understand why you would lift without it.
Colin Puller looking for 275. He's got a personal best of 280. So that's a big opening lift. Let's see how he handles it.
Also conventional. We haven't seen sumo yet.
Handles it with ease.
But a lot of the big classes, you don't see that much sumo in the bigger classes. There's a few that do it.
Yeah, you occasionally get a few that do the sumo, but it's generally mostly conventional.
Yeah.
I mean, these are big, strong guys. The conventional gives them a chance to use that upper back. Pavel Sak from Czechia wants 275. He needs to just do his job.
He's in the race for the second place. This moment he's in the third position.
If he puts this
5
one on the
kilos
board,
behind the Finnish guy.
he needs to put this on the board to give himself the opportunity to challenge for the silver.
Definitely. Well, he's definitely focused and he's eager to do this lift.
No problem. Stands that up
Look easy
easily.
enough. So he's on the
Now
board.
he's got it on the board. Now he's in a position where he can say, do I challenge for the silver? And now here comes Josh Simpson for 280. We might even see a crack at the total record in the 120 pluses. Jason Mike has got a predicted total of 911.
At this moment on his first deadlift, and Master 1 record is 920. So that's definitely
Quite on the cards. Simpson stands it up.
all strong openers now. We haven't seen anyone struggle on their opener deadlift yet. So really smart choices by the athletes themselves, and of course their coaches. Sometimes the athlete can be a bit too eager and wants more.
Yeah,
That's why
look,
you have a coach.
as a coach, I mean, it's a bit of a compromise sometimes. You've got to make sure you've got to do the right thing by the athlete. And sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes athletes get really excited.
And they
want to put big numbers on, want to put more on. You've got to, it's your job to try and rein them in a little bit and do the
You
right
try to
thing by
convince
them.
it, do it in your second and third attempt. I mean, it's good to have a coach. I mean, I'm a coach myself, but I have a coach. Because coaching yourself, that does not work, in my opinion.
Hassan from Lebanon wants 290. He's been a bit up and down today.
He didn't come out for his last bench, but
Certainly had no problem with his deadlift.
that doesn't affect his deadlift. That was easy enough. He is moving his arm around a bit. That could have been a problem
might
with the
been a
bench.
bit of a shoulder problem on the bench there. In some cases too, a shoulder problem on the bench won't necessarily affect your deadlift. Just depends on what it is.
Well, here we got the Finnish guy who's at this moment in third position.
So again, he needs to put this either on the board
and
to
then
stay in contention.
Then he'll be actually second. If he does this, he's in second place.
And it shouldn't be too difficult for him. His best lift is 312 and a half, so 290 on a deadlift is pretty reasonable.
Definitely.
He's going to use the rolling technique as well. It's a very good technique when you get it right, but it's a risky technique if you get it wrong. And he's just shown how you do it right.
Easy.
That was a great opening
So
lift.
he's in second place now.
Yeah, I think the Czech's going to have a hard time pegging him down for the silver. Jamie Gotch, and here comes the giant Alaskan lumberjack.
But
300.
as you see, there's someone else coming in the game. The guy from Lebanon. He's going to 305, so he's straight away going to 780.
He's sneaking up behind there,
Yeah, so he's throwing himself in the mix for third place.
giving himself the option.
So it's getting excited. We got
That's what you do. You put the first one on the board, then you give yourself options to actually decide, am I going to have a crack? I'm in fourth place. I've got nothing to lose.
his 290 did look easy from the Lebanese guy.
Yeah, look, and here comes the lumberjack with 300.
300.
I just can't imagine this being a problem for him.
Overhand grip, thumb grip.
I almost think he could curl that. Taking his time with it. No problem at all.
That was so easy.
That was a really nice technical deadlift, that.
So he's in second place now. in the plus class.
Now Jason Mike is going to come out and hit 300. And again, I just can't see it being a problem.
Yeah, well, let's see how this goes. And if it goes well, I think he'll go for the total record straight away in the second attempt.
Yeah, look, he's got a PB of 350. His personal best total record is 922.
Yeah. Now, he would have set that somewhere else because the 920, it would have been probably at a nationals.
Yeah, and remember, if you're listening at home, only World Championship events you can set a world record.
Or international invitationals.
It has to be international, so you can't set world records at nationals or anything like that.
Or at regionals. Ah, that was so easy.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. No, the way I look at this, he's going to smash that total record.
That was a paperweight, that was.
Yeah. But it's also a smart choice. He's on the board. It's
Why risk your gold medal?
Yeah, but he's got an open world record. If he would open too high and he'd miss his deadlift, then he wouldn't get his world record.
Yeah,
and we saw how happy you were.
Why risk your world record and your gold medal world championship?
No one's going to catch him from here.
Get it on the board.
He's got the gold's in the bag, the world record is in the bag, and now we can go focus on the total world record.
Ryan Stills
Master One
is going a 320, so he's opening. He's a 120. He's opening higher than the 120 pluses.
That's big lift. Are we going to see sumo now?
Oh, it looks like we're going to sumo lifter.
No,
Nope,
he's coming
he's
back in conventional. His start position looked like he was going sumo, but all conventional in these two classes.
Here he goes. No problem at all.
Also easy. Strong deadlift.
He is going to be very hard for anyone to catch. I don't think anyone's going to get near him.
Because the Finnish guy is also going to 305, so he's on 802, so it's not that far off. So
Bahala's still in the game.
Yeah, so it's not over yet. He's got to take a good choice for his second. When if he pulls a good second one and he gets that on the board, he should be safe. Because if he would miss his second, he leaves the door open for the Finnish guy. So it's also an exciting fish. Yeah. The 120 is really exciting.
All right, from Japan.
20 kilo jump on his opener.
200 to 220. Every time I watch this guy lift, I just want him to succeed.
I like the SPD suits for the Japanese in the Japanese colours.
Yeah, they're a nice look, aren't they?
Yeah.
SPD's done some fantastic national suits for the different countries this year. The Brazilian ones look absolutely amazing. Yeah, he's mistimed that rolling a little bit there.
He did mistime it, so just got to go back and work at it. And that's what we talked about before.
Yeah, that's a good example. It's a great technique, but if you get it wrong, you're not coming out of it.
It's a bit like sumo. Also, your start position with sumo is so important. Like if you make a little mistake with conventional, you can still pull it back in and pull it through. And but the roll technique is exactly the same.
If you get it wrong, there's no coming back. Marcel Benzler looking for 230 with the usual PB of 240.
And his 220 looked easy enough. So
yeah, it looked great, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it would have any problems with this. And everybody got their first lift in, so they're all on the board. They're all going to finish.
That was a good number for a second lift.
Definitely.
It wasn't a big grinder,
No.
but you could see he had to work a little bit
work
harder.
a little bit. Yeah, but with these weights, you do have to work. I mean,
Yeah, well,
if you
doesn't matter how good you are, you still got to work, haven't
you
you?
got to work at it. It's also a big risk. What people get injuries from is when they do a lighter weight and a lighter trainings, and they just go, oh well, I deadlift 300, so 200 is nothing, and that's how you can get injured. So.
Yeah, you can't get complacent.
No,
Doesn't matter if you're doing 300, 200 is still heavy. Darren Graville from Great Britain looking for 250.
250 kilo on the bar. 20 kilo jump on his opener.
And again, his 230 looked fantastic.
It did, so about 20 kilos is a big jump.
Yeah, he's had to work hard.
Yeah, he's working on this one. He gets the lockout.
Wow, he hasn't given him much room for his third lift, has he?
Yeah, but maybe he wanted to get 250 on the board and be happy with that.
He's put the 250 up. Now we can have a bit of a play around.
Going back to the Indian guy,
Nutrage,
252.
yeah, looking for 252 and a half.
Loaded on one to trash.
If I look in the plus class, it looks like places 1, 2, and 3 are pretty well
Look,
sewn up.
I think no one's going to change much between Mike, Rutchin, and Simpson. Really, the
120
excitement
is-
here is going to be see if these guys take some cracks at the record. Natraj puts his up there, and he gets 3 wide lights.
3 white lights, easy, and it's in the 120 class. And if you look up now to Ryan Stills, he's going to 340. So if he gets that, then he's definitely going to be first. But
That is
if he
huge,
would miss
isn't
it, then the Finnish guy has got a chance.
Yeah, he could open the door for him.
Yeah. So
Eric
Ryan
Bonin
is pretty confident.
from France looking for 280.
Once again, without a belt. But I have to have a pretty strong back for that. 280 without a belt.
Yeah, no belt there to help you increase intra-abdominal pressure or anything. A little bit
It's
too much for
and,
him.
he says it's over. Wonder if he's going to come out for a third.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I mean, it's a tough decision. He's not really in a position to challenge for a medal or any records.
Yeah, so
Is he going to come out for a third, or does he say, you know what, I'm not going to risk hurting myself. I can't pull 280.
Yeah, I don't see him coming out for the third. But
Colin Puller, he wants 287 and a half to beat his PB of 280. He's going to leapfrog his personal best by 7.5 kilos.
so he can challenge after this lift if he gets that. He's getting close to 4th place. So at this moment, 765.
He stands it up.
Yeah, he's 762.
And a
So
good choice for a second lift.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a big grind, but a little bit of work there.
and he weighed in at 120 exactly. But like now he's on
Yeah, a lot of
762. The Lebanese guy's got 765 at the moment. So if he misses his second, the door is open for 4th place for
Yeah, so
Canada.
it could jump up the rankings a little bit. Good for the team. Pavel from Czechia,
The top 5 are challenging each other, which is really great.
287 and a half. He's getting more and more determined every time he walks onto that platform, isn't he?
He's got this.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I think with this lift, he's
I think on his
pretty
third
safe.
lift,
He's pretty safe for 3rd place.
I think on his third lift, he might just have a crack at trying to pin down Vahola.
Yeah.
Simpson looking for 292 and a half, and he's pretty solidly secured there in the overall bronze medal.
Yeah, he is.
He wants to put this one up. This will give him and hold him the bronze medal for deadlift as well. Having to work hard.
What did the referee say on this one? I can't see it.
He's got 2 white lights.
2 white lights and 1
He's
red.
got the
Yeah.
lift. Tell you what, I don't know if he's got much room to move on his third though.
No, but yeah, with this lift, yeah, he's got the 3rd place.
Hassan from Lebanon
Well,
looking
let's
at
see
305.
He's going to 780.
This will be a personal best for him.
He looks really strong.
305. Oh, he's got it at the top. I'm not sure about
I
his
don't know about
knees
his
though.
knees. Let's see what the referees say.
Referees agree.
Yeah,
No
soft leads.
lift.
Yeah,
He
so
can't understand it.
yeah. Well, like I
The
said,
referee's trying to tell him.
his knees. Yeah, and like you see what happened now. What I said, he's missed his 305, and you see the Canadian guy's gone to 292.5.
Yeah, he's opened the door
So
up
he'll
there.
go to 767.
Yep.
So he'll just go over it
Give him a
and get
chance to
4th
move
place.
into the rankings.
Yeah.
Vahola looking for 305 kilograms.
This is exciting between 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, it's a real little battle here, isn't it? I mean, if you look at their predicted totals there, 8025, 8025, so it comes down to weight. So it's really going to come down to that last deadlift.
And the Czech guy is lighter, so he just has to do the same.
He stands out pretty easily, though. He's
Ooh,
got room to move, hasn't he?
He's got room to move, but I saw his left hand look like it open.
Oh, so he might have a bit of trouble with grip on a bigger lift.
But he's got this, so...
I can see there too, yeah, you're right. Got the slow motion replay. We can see his hand just starting to lose grip as he gets the down call.
So I'm pretty sure the first 3 places are locked in, but which way they will go?
And as you predicted, Eric Bonnen is not coming out for his third lift.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
here
he
comes
had nothing to gain with it.
lumberjack.
This
312
guy's so
and a half.
But bar, it's got 312 kilos on the bar, but it looks so little.
Just looks like a dumbbell. It just looks like an Alico dumbbell.
That's incredible. This guy is definitely huge. And he pulls that really easy. Thumb grip.
It's certainly handy to have around if you get a flat tire.
Oh, and look, Mike has gone 312, which means that 923.5 is going to be the Master 1 total record.
There we go. So he's looking for that Masters 1 total record.
Masters 1 total world record.
Masters 1 total world record.
And did you see what happened now? Arjan has taken his exam, and that's why he had to switch now with the TC, because it's a world record. If you're taking your exam for Cat 2, you're not allowed to judge a world record.
That's right. Got to make sure with our world record attempts, all the right referees are there. Didn't look difficult at all.
Didn't look difficult at all. What did they say? 2 white lights. He got
That's
1 for the
enough.
lockout. So it's good enough. It's a total world record, and
That
everyone
is a total world record.
like that. 923.5. And now Arjan's coming back to his seat.
Now, interesting, Grotchen has put on 367.5 for a third attempt to try and tip out Mike for the gold medal.
That's incredible.
And now we've got Ryan Stills looking for 340 kilos.
He needs to get this lift, because you see, the Finnish guy is going to go over it if he misses it.
He's
he's
pegging it
he's
right
on for
behind.
A12. He's gone for A12, the Finnish guy. That's 315 total. So he needs to get this lift in.
Going by his last lift, I can't imagine why not. But
That's a
this
20
is
kilo jump.
powerlifting. It's a big jump at this weight. There's a big difference between 320 and 340.
This is definitely an
About
exciting
20
class to
kilos.
watch. And he's pulling it, Yeah, easy. No wonder he picked
Ooh, that was a
340.
good lift. A little bit loose in the hand at the top because he got the downfall, but he got it down in time.
He got it down, so he's 340. So he's the number 1. I don't see anyone going to do a Gochan here, what he's doing in the plus. So he's going to stay first place, because no one is going to take that jump.
So Groffian wants the challenge for the gold medal. We're waiting to see what Mike puts in for his third lift.
But as you see, in the 120, if
So Grotchen,
Damchik would miss his third attempt, maybe Fiala from the Finnish guy will go up and try a big attempt to get first place.
and
Because then he's
also
definitely second.
if the Czech misses his third attempt, it actually opens the door for Lebanon to put on a big number and maybe take a play for bronze.
Yeah.
But out now we've got Arahisa for 220. Missed this on his second, just mistimed that roll in.
Let's hope he times it right this time.
Going by his
guy
200
deserves
shouldn't
it.
be a problem with strength. And you're right, I mean, he is just the nicest, most humble guy. You just want him to get this.
Let's get the roll right this time. Nah,
Just
mistimed it again. You see a
roll
roll
in and
towards
stop.
it, and then you see, if you look back in the replay, which you just can't see at home, you see the bar well forward again.
Yeah,
and so
he's just mistiming that roll in. As we said, it's a great technique if you get it right, but if you get it wrong, it's unforgiving.
And now we're going to the German guy in the 120,
Marcel.
242.5.
242.5.
And this is also great, because he's in the 8th spot. If he pulls this, he's going to go over the Indian and take spot 7. So everyone is fighting for places. It's
And
not just the top.
it's not just a place for him. This will be a PB on his deadlift on a world champion event.
Yeah, and at this moment he'll go up in the place. The Indian guy, of course, has got a chance to go over it later. But
There is so much happening here on both platforms. The crowd is going wild. We've got platform 2 happening. The crowd's going crazy on here. We're going to have the big boys hit some lifts in a minute. The crowd's going to go crazy here. And here goes Bensler for 242.5.
Well, let's hope he gets this. Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, he's confident.
All right, so this means he
Puts
moves
it down
into.
ever so gently.
This means he moves into 7th place instead of 8th, and he got a PB. So now it's up to the Indian to pull his lift. I wonder if he's going to go down. The Indian. Yeah, the Indian is lighter, so he can go down to 255. He's given down to 260.
And remember at home, if you're new to powerlifting, in the deadlift, it's the only lift that you can actually change your third lift and go down. In the other lifts, if you put an attempt in, you cannot go down.
And even though this guy's got 255, because the Indian guy's got a higher lot number, he's still allowed to go down to 255.
That's right.
If he would have had a lower lot number, it would not be possible anymore. So I wonder if the change is going to come for the Indian.
Here we go. Let's see what Darren Gravel's got in the tank.
Looks like he got the lockout, got the down signal.
Let's see what they say. No, didn't quite lock. The side rest picking
No,
up
it wasn't
there.
the lock. It's the blue
Resting on
card.
the thighs there, wasn't it?
Resting on the thighs or downward movement. That's what the blue card is for on the deadlift. The red one is the
Look,
lockout
yeah,
on
there's
soft
resting
knees.
on the thighs there. We just put it in the replay.
And
Now,
that's what-
interestingly, Grotjen had put in a massive third attempt, and he's changed it back to 322.5. And
Because-
Mike has put in 345 to smash that record again.
and the Indian doesn't go down. He's confident he's going to get 260. So
Yeah, I think he will. He hit 240, 252.5. 260 is not a big
no,
jump.
it's not a big jump, but 255 would have been enough. Yeah,
That
he
was a
proves
nice
he can
lift.
do it.
That was a nice lift. He made a good choice.
So he's now back into 7th place. So he's ended up in the 7th place. Places 8, 7, and 6 have been decided in the 120, but 5, 4, 3, 2. I think 1 has been decided. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, and 2 not yet.
But Colin Puller is looking for 292.5. He just broke his personal best with 287. Now he's going to hit it out of the park.
Yeah, well, if he gets this, he jumps into 4th place, and then it's up to the Lebanese guy what he's going to do. I mean, if Demchek opens up the door for him to get into 3rd, he'll probably will take the jump, or not, or he's going to defend his 4th place. Yeah.
Here we go, 292.5.
This what makes the powerlifting so exciting. The deadlift at the end. You got to not only look up, you got to also look behind. Who's coming from behind?
Really
to
does
take over his
change
spot.
the whole game, doesn't it?
Yeah, that makes it so exciting at the end. Right, just a bit too much
couldn't
on the
quite
way.
get there.
Yeah, well, which gives the Lebanese definitely the 4th place. So he might even risk going up.
Oh, the check is coming out now at 295. So he's currently sitting
In 3rd place.
3rd place overall.
With this, he'll go into 2nd on body weight. So that means the Finnish guy would have to,
Has to make the 3rd lift.
yeah, have to make his 3rd lift. Yeah, but he will be able to go down from 315. I'm pretty sure he will do that. Right,
All right, here
let's
we
see
go.
what happens now.
295. Let's see what he's got in the tank. He's been good so far. He's getting more and more determined every time he hits the platform. Wow.
looks like he got this.
Those legs
Let's
are
see what the
tree
referee
trunks.
says. All right, he
Green,
moves
white
into 2nd
lights.
place on body weight. So
So he's sitting up there now.
which means let's have a look.
So the Lebanese
means that-
lifter is next, out at 305.
He's not going up. So yeah, like I said, Finnish guy's coming down to 307 to go 2.5 kilos over to reclaim his second place. This is a really exciting finish at the end here in the 120 class.
So Jay, fourth place, bars loaded for
It's hard to keep up with it.
Yeah, but this is what makes it so exciting, and also for the coach.
Oh, absolutely. The great thing about powerlifting is the deadlift at the end, the tactics that are involved.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's not just about lifting, it's very tactical. Here we go.
That's
305.
Yeah, he looks straight
Gets it
now.
up there.
He looks straight now, I
Looks
think.
like he's fixed it.
Yeah, he locked his
Yeah,
knees
he's got
now.
that.
And
He
he kisses the bar.
listened.
He's happy. His coach is happy.
He listened to the referees and he fixed the problem.
All right, here comes
Oh, yeah, because with the 305, he moves to second place with the deadlift medal.
Yeah, it's a big move for him to get that
Yeah.
305. So he
which-
takes away a medal in the deadlift.
You
now.
say he takes a medal. He definitely has bronze in the.
but he's
That's
definitely
why
got
he's happy. He's
bronze in
definitely
the
got bronze.
deadlift.
He might even get second.
Yeah, he's a little lighter than the Finnish guys, isn't he?
Yeah, so that means.
So if Valhalla doesn't get 307,
We were so focused on the total because it's so exciting.
So
We're forgetting actually the deadlift medal, and yeah,
so
the Lebanese guys.
Valhalla actually dropped his third lift to 307.5. Simpson's about to go for 305. He's solid in third place overall and solid in third place for the medal for the deadlift.
Yeah.
So
This is
this
for
lift
himself.
is for
this is
him.
himself. No, a little
Just
bit too
not
much on the
quite
day.
there.
Oh, he gave it all, and it was really good. See how the spotters straight away ran in.
Yeah.
They're not just there for spotting with the
These
squad on the
guys
bench.
have
They're
been
watching the lifters.
outstanding today.
They're doing a really great job, and believe me, it is really happy to do this. All right,
And
now
really
we're going.
hard to catch a guy that weighs 140 kilos as well.
All right, he's going to go. He gets his second place on the total. If he gets this, the Finnish guy, and maybe the people can hear Jin in the background calling the same, and he will also get the second place in the deadlift. So this is a real important lift for him to get total for the
So
total
he's-
second place and the deadlift second place.
So he's made a smart move because originally he was going to pull 315.
And he lowered
He dropped
down,
to 307.5 because
that was enough.
That's all he needs to get it.
and that's of course a smart choice. Why
Very,
would you
very
risk that?
smart choice.
Let's see what he does with it. Squeezing the bar. Remember we saw on the with his left hand that open a bit. Let's hope it stays closed this time. He's nearly there. He's up there. Gets the down signal.
Very
Pretty sure he got
nicely
it.
done.
Yeah, he's got it.
Flies back up and takes the second place.
So he's got silver at the World
Good on
Championship
him.
with the deadlift and silver in the total.
Tell you what, the places might be already settled, but it's not over yet. We've
Getting
still
a few
got Grodkin
exciting
hitting
lifts.
322 and a half.
And then we got Mark. All right, at
And then
345.
Mike looking at 345.
And then we're going to go back to the 120. Ryan with a big, massive
And Mike
360
and
kilos.
Grotcham might be set in the overall, but if Grotcham gets his 322.5 and Mike misses 345, Grotcham gets the gold in the deadlift.
Gets the gold in the deadlift.
So it's not over yet.
So who knows? That could. So we might even see a change from
Yeah.
Mike.
Depending on what Grotcham does, we might see Mike's drop his a little bit. He doesn't need 345.
Right. I wonder what he'll do on that. Drop back to 325, or
He already has the world total record.
he can actually drop back to 322.
Yeah, he can drop back a lot.
Yeah, because he's got the high lot number. So before they call bars loaded, if the referee hasn't called bar loaded, then he can drop back to 322.5.
What a monster.
That was good. Oh, let's see what Mike does. I wonder if we'll get a change.
What an absolute monster.
These guys happen. And look how huge
He
his
just
hands
came
are.
close to the commentary box. I thought we were being attacked by a giant.
Yeah, but his hands, he shook the hands of Dennis
I
off. And
don't
Dennis
want to
off
shake
hands.
his hand. I'd be worried about my arm falling off.
It was huge. I think we're getting a change. No, we're
Change
getting
the referees because we've got another record attempt.
Because it's a record attempt, but he's not lowering.
He's not.
confident he's going to get to
345.
345.
That is a huge jump.
That is.
312 and a half to 345.
Well, he did
That
his first
is
two.
enormous.
He did his first two attempts. First to get on the board, get his open world record bench. The 312 for the total record, and now he's going for his own. I don't think he doesn't.
He doesn't just want the record.
No, he's not worried.
He wants to own it, so
He
no
wants
one
to-
else can have it.
All or nothing. Yeah, well, this is a big increase on the record if he gets this. Well, let's see.
Here we go. Yeah, and the American coaches too, they've been smart. I mean, if they don't think he's got a chance in hell of hitting this, they're going to put it on. He gets this up fast, just
too
can't
much.
quite gets the lockout.
Like
Like I said, the American coaches wouldn't have put it on if there wasn't a chance. There was definitely a chance.
There's definitely a chance there, except like he's got the open world record. He wasn't worried about the deadlift medal that he got silver because he's got the total world record.
So Grotchev takes away the medal for the deadlift. Good on him there.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice way to go out.
Yeah, the big guy gets the deadlift.
Absolutely fantastic. And stills
number one place.
360 kilo at 120. Just how far away is that from the world record?
From the world records, Master 1 is at 372. That's also the open world record.
So
he's only 12. It's only 12 kilos under the Master 1 record and the open record.
I think we're going to see Stills in the next world event, international event, take out that world record.
Well, let's first see what he does with this.
It's a big call, 360. Got a very unique setup for this, hasn't he?
Yeah, and then he crawls into it, really tightens himself up. So he gets in there, he's got a close foot stance. It seems to work for him.
He's got it.
He's locking out. Wonder what he gets saved. No saves. The lift is good. 360
that
kilos.
is absolutely phenomenal.
How exciting was this session?
That is how you state your dominance in the 120. So he'll take home the gold, Bahala the silver, Demsak the bronze, the 120s. Jason Mikes will take the gold and the world record in the 120 plus. Grotchev the silver. And don't go too far away. We'll be back very shortly on Platform 1 with the medal ceremonies. And we got more action on both these platforms tomorrow as well.
And Gary, I want to say thanks for having me. And
thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. And we will be seeing lots more of you through the week.
Thank you.
And happy birthday, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Bye.
can get the medals. Hosting the NAPF in Mexico City, first weekend in August. Congratulations, Gabriel Garcia. Robert Keller is not happy when I brought you out. Secretary General. I'm going to yell at you later for this. Switzerland is here. Well done. You speak French Swiss or German Swiss? Handing out the medals is the Secretary General of the International Powerlifting Federation, Dr. Robert Keller. Give him a round of applause. 93-kilo weight class masters won in the squat bronze medal winner, Jeff Butt from Canada. Silver medal winner from Canada, Brandon Summers. And the gold medal winner, hailing from Mexico, Gabriel Garcia.
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, gentlemen. You may step back now. Let's move on to the bench press. All right, 1 to 12, 3 and 9. Canada, bronze medal winner, Jeff Butt. Silver medal winner, Mexico, Gabriel Garcia. Gold medal winner, Canada, Brandon Summers. Photos.
All right, boys. 1, 2, 3.
All right, stay there for a moment, gentlemen. Stay there. Moving on to the deadlift now. All right, you guys switch. Just step back right there. Stay there. All right, bronze medal winner, Canada, Brandon Summers. Silver medal winner, Canada, Jeff Butt. Gold medal winner, Mexico, Gabriel Garcia.
All right, boys. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, gentlemen. Just take one step back. Topo category now. Bronze medal winner, Jeff Butt, Canada. Silver medal winner, Canada, Brandon Summers. And you see how close that was, fellas and ladies. 730 to 730. Gabriel Garcia with the gold medal because he weighs 1 kilo less. Big round of applause for the gold medal winner, Gabriel. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for Mexico's national anthem. weight class Masters 1. Bronze medal in the squat goes to USA Chris Thacker. Silver medal, Switzerland, Daniel Pauly. You can see Daniel lifting. You can see Daniel lift in Dublin, Ireland, third week of August at Abs Gym. Gold medal winner from Czech Republic, Karel Rada. The Czech Republic. Photos.
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, gentlemen. You may step back now. That's it, Paulie. That's all you get. Let's move on to the bench press now. Japan bronze medal, Akihiro Takazawa. Sasuga, Japan. Silver medal, Daniel Pauly, Switzerland. And the gold medal winner, United States of America, Chris Thacker.
Flag. Flag. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Let's move on to the deadlift now. Bronze medal winner, Karel Rada, Czech Republic. Silver medal, India, Suchi Janagahane. And the gold medal winner, hailing from Switzerland, Daniel Pauly.
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Total category now, bronze medal winner from USA, Chris Thacker. Silver medal winner, Czech Republic, Karel Rada. And ladies and gentlemen, the gold medal winner, all the way from Switzerland. A big round of applause for Daniel Pauly. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. What? It's the first time there was a world championship, world champion from the country of Switzerland, so give him a round of applause for that. But more importantly, his daughter must have ESP because she drew this picture for him with him on the gold medal podium with the gold medal trophy. Give him a round of applause for him and his daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for Switzerland's national anthem. It's the first time, Robert. We got to go through the archives to find that one.
You have it?
I'm pretty sure we have Switzerland. We're not that good.
I can't say it.
We don't find it. Do you know how to sing it?
Years ago, the army. You can choose this song to me.
Oh, here it comes. Sasha's going to do it manually. He'll take my microphone.
What?
You're all going to turn to your left, and you're going to follow Timo around. We'll get some exiting music. Once the music starts, the audience will give you a continuous round of applause. Come on, bring him around, Timo. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, cut the music for a moment, thank you. These fellas over here have been working 14 to 18 hours a day. They are the part of the media photography team, as opposed to the video. They are called Loaded Bar Collective. They're a Toronto-based media production company that provides premium media package for the powerlifting community. You can order packages, photo packages, and or photo video packages. If you want to go online, go to info@loadedbar.ca or just stop by and talk to these guys. You can order your photo packages either before or after the competition. It doesn't matter. They're filming everything, working 14 to 18 hours a day. Give me a round of applause for Loaded Bar Collective. 120 plus, please line up and come out with Timo. Give them a round of applause as they get escorted out to the platform. All right, don't forget, folks, the Masters banquet will start at 6:30, Robert? 6:30 p.m. at the casino, right across the parking lot here, the Deerfoot Casino in the casino area. You get through the door and they'll tell you which way to go. They'll greet you at the door. In the Deerfoot Casino, right across the parking lot, 6:30 p.m. is the banquet. Nope. All right, let's go. 120 kilo weight class, Masters 1, squat, bronze medal, Finland, Antti Vihola. Silver medal, Canada, Colin Puller. Gold medal winner, Czech Republic, Pavlov Demchak.
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, gentlemen. You may step back now. Let's go to the bench press. Bronze medal winner, USA, Ryan Stills. Silver medal winner, Finland, Antti Vihola. Gold medal winner, Czech Republic, Pavel Demchak.
All right, fellas. 1, 2, 3.
Deadlift now. Deadlift now. Deadlift now. Here we go. Bronze medal winner, Lebanon, Hassan Kohayek. Silver medal, Finland, Anthony Vihola. Gold medal winner, USA, Ryan Stills.
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let's go to the total category now. Bronze medal winner, Czech Republic, Pavel Demchak. Silver medal winner, Finland, Anthony Vihola. And the gold medal winner from the United States of America, Ryan Stills. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. Give all the lifters a big round of applause. 120 kilo weight class, Masters 1, the squat, the bronze medal, United States of America, Jamie Gojek. Silver medal winner, Canada, Josh Simpson. Gold medal winner, United States of America, Jason Mike. Photos.
All right, fellas. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Linda Banksy. Let's move on to the bench press. Bronze medal winner, Canada, Josh Simpson. Silver medal winner, USA, Jamie Gojek. Gold medal winner, USA, with the new world record, Jason Mike.
All right, boys. 1, 2, 3. Just a bit.
Thank you, gentlemen. You may step back now. Move on to the deadlift now. Bronze medal winner, Canada, Josh Simpson. Silver medal winner, USA, Jason Mike. And the gold medal winner, USA, Jamie Gojek.
Fellas, 1, 2, 3.
Total category, Canada, Josh Simpson, bronze medal. Silver medal, United States of America, Jamie Gojek. America. All right, we'll get some exiting music, and the DC will escort them around the front. Follow him, Jason. Follow him.